In this video, we'll have a look at the major changes which are happening to Microsoft's DP-600 exam. Hello, I'm Philip Burton of idodata.com. Microsoft's DP-600 exam is, for me, the next step beyond the PL300 Power BI exam. So it is about Microsoft Fabric. However, part of the exam is about semantic models, which is all about Power BI. So I see half of this exam as being the next step on from the PL300 Power BI exam, looking at more advanced Power BI, and then beginning with Fabric, lakehouses and data warehouses. However, in November 2024, there is going to be a major change to the target audience of the DP-600 exam, and this is partly due to the arrival of the DP-700. So some of the target audience has been moved from the 600 to the new DP-700 exam. So on the left-hand side, we have got the audience as of October 2024, and on the right-hand side as of mid-November. And we can see some initial changes. So here is the audience profile. So in October, the old version, you should have expertise in designing, creating, and deploying enterprise-scale data analytics solutions. This is much more focused in the new version. You need to be able to design, create, and manage analytical assets such as semantic models, data warehouses, or lakehouses. So your responsibilities include lakehouses, data warehouses, and that is the same in the new version, and also semantic models. However, what has largely been dropped from the new version is notebooks, data flows, and data pipelines. So let's have a look at the languages which are required. In the old version, it's SQL, DAX, and PySpark. In the new version, it's SQL, KQL, Kusto query language, and DAX. So PySpark has been dropped from the 600 and it has been moved into the DP-700. So the requirements include both Kusto and PySpark. So what is Kusto query language going to be used for? And that is going to be used for event houses for streaming data. So let's have a look at the overall skills which are required. So plan, implement, and manage a solution for data analytics. This was 10 to 15% and has now gone up to 25 to 30%, even though one of the sections within it has been dropped. Prepare and serve data together with explore and analyze data. So prepare and serve data was 40 to 45%, and explore and analyze data was 20 to 25%. They have been combined in part to prepare data, 45 to 50%. And then finally, implement and manage semantic models was 20 to 25%. It is now 25 to 30%. In addition to the notebooks, data flows, and data pipelines being dropped and moved into the DP-700, what else has been dropped are external programs such as DAX Studio and Tabular Editor 2, though there may be some implied references in the new version. What's been added is real-time hub data. So let's have a look at the requirements in detail. So here we've got the old requirements on the left-hand side. They are no longer available on the website unless you use the Wayback Machine from archive.org. So first of all, we had plan, implement, and manage a solution for data analytics. Well, the plan has now disappeared. Now it looks like implement has disappeared from the title, but it is still there in one of the major headings. So plan a data analytics environment has completely gone. Now, while the DP-700 beta has got configure Microsoft Fabric workspace settings, Spark domain, OneLake, and dataflow, it doesn't include all of these requirements, such as choose a data gateway type or create a custom Power BI report theme. So really, it's the first bit which is now in the DP-700. The next section, Implement and Manage a Data Analytics section, is partly in the new version. So what's not there is configure Fabric-enabled workspace settings and manage Fabric capacity and configure capacity settings. Again, this is probably included in the DP-700 instead. The next section, Manage the Analytics Development Lifecycle, is there in full. So there are no major changes to this section. Now, this includes deploy and manage semantic models by using the XMLA endpoint, and you can use external programs for that, which is why I think maybe use of Tabular Editor 2 has not completely gone away from this exam. However, only time will tell. So if we turn to the next section, Prepare and Serve Data, which is now Prepare Data, we start off with ingest data by using a data pipeline, dataflow, or notebook. In the new version, it is create a data connection, ingest or access data as needed. There's no specific references to pipelines, data flows, or notebooks. There are in the DP-700 exam. So my assumption is it is getting data like in a data flow, as opposed to a notebook or a data pipeline. Next, create and manage shortcuts. That is not part of the new DP-600, but is part of the DP-700. So create and manage shortcuts to data. Implement file partitioning is no longer part of the DP-600. However, there are several things such as design and implement loading patterns and optimize performance right at the bottom of the DP-700. Create views, functions, and stored procedures is part of the 600, but this will only be in reference to SQL and isn't in reference to PySpark. And enrich data by adding new columns or tables is still there in the DP-600, but again, it won't be anything to do with PySpark. Choose an appropriate method for copying data from a Fabric data source to a lakehouse or warehouse. Well, this is, I think, part of the create a data connection. Copy data by using a data pipeline, data flow, or notebook is no longer there in the DP-600, but again, it may be there in the 700, as is the rest of this section. Going on to transform data, implement a data cleansing process was part of the PL300. It's no longer part of the DP600. Implement a star schema for a lakehouse or warehouse is part of the DP600, but it doesn't continue to including type 1 and type 2 slowly changing dimensions. So again, I think this is now part of the DP700 with design and implement loading patterns. Implement bridge tables is no longer part of the 600. It's not explicitly mentioned in the 700. However, what is mentioned is denormalize data, aggregate data. Deaggregate data didn't really make much sense to me, so I'm glad that's been dropped. Merge or join data is still there. Identify and resolve duplicate data, missing data, or null data is still there. Convert data types. Well, this time it's nothing to do with PySpark, it's just SQL. And filter data. So transform data is largely still there. Optimize data is not there, however, and is mostly in the DP700. The remaining part of the DP600 for this section, query and analyze data, well, this is largely taken from the end of the DP600 in explore and analyze data. So query a lakehouse or warehouse in Fabric by using SQL queries or the visual query editor, but there is an additional select, filter, and aggregate data by using Kusto. If we go into the implement and manage semantic model section, then choose a storage mode is still there, but it no longer explicitly says including data lake, though I suspect that will still be part of the requirements. Identify use cases for DAX Studio and Tabular Editor 2, that is no longer one of the requirements in either 600 or 700. Implement a star schema for semantic model is still there. Implement relationships such as bridge tables and many-to-many relationships is there in respect of a semantic model, but is not there in respect of a data warehouse or a lakehouse. write the calculations using DAX variables and functions such as iterators, so we're talking functions such as sumX, table filtering, so calculate, windowing, and information functions is still there. A lot of this is in the PL300 exam. Implement calculation groups, dynamic strings, and field parameters is still there. Now, calculation groups has recently been added to the PL300 exam requirements. Design and build a large format dataset. It's now identify use cases for and configure large semantic model storage format. And design and build composite models that include aggregations. So these are composite models which are still in the requirements. However, dynamic raw level security and object level security is no longer part of the 600. It is, however, part of the 700. So if I scroll up here, we can see row level, column level, and object level security. Optimize enterprise scale semantic models is mostly there. So if I go back to the new DP-600, then implement performance improvements in queries and report visuals is still there. But a lot of it is in the PL300. Implement DAX performance is still there, but it's dropped by using DAX Studio. Optimize a semantic model by using Tabular Editor 2 is no longer there. And then finally, implement incremental refresh is still there, but now it's explicitly for semantic models. And finally, perform exploratory analysis. Well, this, to be honest, was largely in the PL300. It felt it was surplus to requirements in the DP600 and is now being removed. So if that's all of the old stuff which has been either ported across or moved into the DP700 certification or just no longer examined, what is new? And we'll start off with the prepare data, get data. So we've got discover data by using OneLake Data Hub and Real-Time Hub. So one of the additional areas for the DP600 is real-time data. So there is a Microsoft applied skill on this. So prepare a real-time intelligence event, create and load data from external sources, load and process streaming data by using event streams, explore the data, and you can see that uses Kusto as well, and manipulate data. So I think a fair bit of the implement a real-time intelligence solution has gone into this new DP600. So we've got choose between a lakehouse, warehouse, or event house. Scrolling further down, we've got select, filter, and aggregate data by using Kusto. And then finally, configure data lake including default, fallback, and refresh behavior. So the new items don't sound a lot, but the fact that they are putting emphasis on Kusto as opposed to PySpark, and we've got the event house and real-time hub, means that you will need to know certain things about implementing a real-time intelligence solution. So what does all of this mean if you want to do the DP600 certification? Well, you have got until the 14th of November if you want to do it based on the old version. So that includes the external programs for Power BI and everything to do with PySpark. However, from the 15th of November onwards, the DP600 will have changed, and therefore you will need to learn Kusto language, but it's not actually that difficult compared with DAX or SQL, and you will need to know things about the real-time hub. And some of the things from the old DP600 will be useful in the DP700. So if you want to continue with the Microsoft certifications, then the DP700 is probably the next exam after the DP600. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a like. And why not comment and ask any questions you've got about either the DP600, DP700 or PL300 examinations. If you'd like to learn more about the DP600, then there is a video on the end screen. I'm Philip Burton of idodata.com. Thanks for watching and keep learning.